Hello, welcome to the Wild Review. I'm the Wild Reviewer, and today I'm going to review a thing. So yesterday for me was Easter, so for anybody who lives in the United States, happy belated Easter. Yeah, that sounds about right. For anybody that lives in Canada, happy Easter. For anybody that lives in any other part of the world, I'm so sorry, I don't know when it is. So I thought maybe for today's review, I'd make it an Easter kind of special review and review something Easter themed. Originally I was going to be reviewing Here Comes Peter Cottontail. It's a cute little story. I've saw parts of it when I was a kid, but I wanted to see the full thing and I thought it would have been an interesting review. However, while watching Peter Cottontail on YouTube, I came across another Easter film that was only 50 minutes and apparently was a television special in 1977. It was somewhat of a direct sequel from the other claymation film, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, if you remember that. It's a classic Christmas film. And I'm only saying it's a direct sequel because it has the same guy in it, S.D. Cludger, I think his name is. This special being The Easter Bunny's Coming to Town. Honestly, I have never heard of this film before. I have never even seen the television special. But it looked interesting. When I saw it, it made me question a lot of things. But it's the Easter Bunny. You can question the Easter Bunny. I have a lot of questions for the Easter Bunny. So the Easter Bunny is Coming to Town is in fact a direct sequel to Santa Claus is Coming to Town because it kind of states it somewhere where SD is kind of explaining his life now, and it kind of shows resemblance in a way of the two films. Yeah, that makes sense. So when I saw it, I had mixed feelings about it. I thought it was okay. I thought, this doesn't make sense. I don't really... My opinion is still, mixed between it. But how mixed exactly? How mixed is my opinion on this? Well, let's figure that out together. Let's dive right into The Easter Bunny is Coming to Town. So it doesn't actually start off in a stop-motion world. It actually starts off as a live-action news report. Because when you were a kid, there'd be a news report on TV saying the Easter Bunny's coming to town. And it would just show people working instead of the Easter Bunny. Because, that made sense. We then go into the claymation world somehow, and we get introduced to our main character, S.D. Cludger. I still think I'm saying that name wrong, but oh well.
How have you been?
Great. Terrific.
Wonderful. Well, as you can see, I've come up in the world. I don't travel by putt-putt anymore. I've got my very own train.
Yeah, looks like you've improved there, buddy. One way that he's improved is that he's now riding the little engine that could instead of his little wagon thing.
You all know Chugs, don't you? He's the famous little engine who could. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? Shh.
You alright there, Chugs?
Well, this time I've got a load of Easter eggs, jelly beans, and of course tons and tons of mail. All for the Easter Bunny. Why, he gets almost as much as Santa. And every year...
Wait, what? Since when was this a thing? Since when could you start writing to the Easter Bunny? What would you write to him about? What you didn't get for Christmas? You're gonna write down the toys that you didn't get from Santa? Because I'm pretty sure you can wait for your birthday to get all that stuff. I mean, it doesn't even make sense anyway if you're gonna write to him. I mean, at least with Santa, we know where he lives. We know what he does. We don't know anything about the Easter Bunny. We don't know where he lives. We don't know where to send the letters, so how are we gonna know? We at least know that Santa lives in the North Pole, so we have a direct address, but we don't know where the Easter Bunny lives. We don't know anything about him. We don't even know where the toys and eggs come from. Though I might have an idea where the eggs come from.
Happy Easter.
But surprisingly, most of the letters are actually questions instead of requests to get a certain toy. Most of those questions mostly involve the explanation on how he became the Easter Bunny. And so that's how this story's going down. We're gonna learn how the Easter Bunny's the Easter Bunny. Yay! And what better way to start this Easter special off by a musical number?
The Easter Bunny is...
No!
Remote control. you'll be okay, won't you, Chugs? You know I will. You know I will. You know I will.
No, you won't. So we get introduced to our main setting of the story, which is known as Kidville, a place populated by children. No parents, just little tiny children roaming the town. And what a shock, SD is there as a little boy as well. This is gonna kind of be a little confusing at some part of the story. We'll get up to that though. In the story as well, there's a mountain that is populated by one bear, a bear named Gadzook, who apparently likes making children cry by taking their toys.
Gadzook's a giant bear who lived in a lonely cave on Big Rock Mountain. He'd usually show up on holidays, and if it was Christmas, he'd take all the kids' toys. If it was, say, Halloween, he'd take their pumpkins. And if it was somebody's birthday...
Oh, wait, go back.
If it was, say, Halloween, he'd take their pumpkins.
Okay. Since when is there a thing such as a Halloween tree? You saw that, right? Yeah, okay. There are jack-o'-lanterns on a tree. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. So one special morning, a group of kids are watching the sunrise when they notice a little bunny.
It's a baby bunny. We won't hurt you, little fellow.
Yeah, you don't look scary at all, miss. I have a face that makes it look like that I want to steal your soul when you're sleeping. So they decided to name the little crying rabbit Sunny because he got excited when he saw the sun. And they decided to adopt him as the city's pet. Though over time we see Sunny start to grow up a little faster than all the kids and actually start acting like a kid. And he had the ability to talk. And I guess he's gained so much of intelligence that now the kids make him the mayor. Because when my pet starts talking, I make him the mayor.
And I say Kidville's got to expand. We've got to send the things we make to the outside world and get the things we need in exchange.
So he decides that there should be more eggs to prove that Kidville has the best eggs ever, where we get introduced to 3 annoying chickens.
What came first, Mr. Kluger? The chicken or the egg?
Girls, if you please.
Really? What a question to ask us. I mean, did you ever? Let's tell it like it was, girls. What came first, the chicken or the egg? What a silly riddle. Just like asking who came first, the pussycat or the fiddle. The chicken was first, that we can prove with a little Bible lesson. When Noah took the animals on the ark, that sure fixed the progression of what came first, the chicken or the egg. What?
You know, I can honestly care less what came first at this point if we have to listen to this really bad song. So after that, we see Sunny boiling those eggs, and the only reason he's boiling them is so this way they don't crack on his journey to deliver the eggs. And then we get 2 really bad egg jokes.
Solid, man.
Exactly.
So Sunny packs up and he's on the search to find something. I'm not even exaggerating there. He literally says he's gonna find something.
Farewell, kids. I'm off to...
Where?
Well, I'll find something.
Yeah, and these kids made him the leader. On his journey, he runs into a man named Hallelujah, who might be drunk.
Where are you bound?
I don't know.
Been there a lot of times. Best part is you never have to worry about getting there on time.
While trying to figure out where to sell his eggs, Hallelujah suggests that Sunny goes into town. And by town, he means a town that is named Town. And as Sunny leaves, Hallelujah goes back to Kidville because Sunny left. Yeah, I want you to... I don't get it either. Though the only way to get into town is by climbing up that mountain, which Gadzook is on.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, because that's how I react when I see a big scary bear in front of me. Oh no! It's gonna eat me. So Gadzook wants the eggs for some reason, making Sunny jump and leave the eggs behind and running down the mountain. Once in town, he walks into an old man who states that town is the most boringest place ever. They're not allowed to have fun, there isn't any color, and children are illegal. Okay. The town is also ruled by a 7-year-old boy and his aunt. Because his parents... I don't know what happened to his parents. Though the king's aunt, who is known as the queen in this town, is not that great. And she wants him to set a good example by eating his beans.
Eat your beans. That's all anybody eats in this kingdom. Beans, beans, and more beans. I think beans are sufficient.
However, the kid doesn't want to be a king anymore and actually just wants to be an ordinary kid.
I don't want to be king. I want to be just an ordinary kid, like everybody else.
And that's just sad. Just so sad. He's the king. I don't know why he doesn't do anything about it. Oh, whoa! What? No, you can't do that. No! You're gonna make people think this is something different than an Easter special. I thought it was something different than an Easter special. So Sunny and a whole bunch of his friends decide to color the eggs to disguise them so this way Gadzook won't take them anymore. He claims that these are actually colored rocks instead of eggs, and Gadzook believes him.
You go back and get me eggs.
Some other time. Bye.
So Sunny makes it to the gates of town again, but the guards won't let him through. But then he shows him the colored eggs, and it leads into a song.
Well, if everybody felt that way, we'd probably still be eating leaves and flowers. Somebody has to be first, you know? The first man to eat an oyster.
Why are there so many musical numbers in this? I get it's a holy holiday and you sing songs because you're Catholic, but I mean, I don't think it's needed. I mean, a song about saying on how someone needed to be first for everything? I mean, you might as well just put it in real life terms if you think about it.
Someone's gotta be first. All things gotta be faced. Someone's gotta brave the worst.
So Sunny makes it into town and starts giving everybody a colored egg. He meets the king, gives him an egg, and the king is delighted.
I hereby dub you the Easter Bunny, Royal Knight of the Rainbow Eggs.
Well, that's how we got his name. The end. Alright, that's not the end. But the king and Sunny do try to think of a ritual for this egg thing.
First, you hold it up and look at it. And then you say, "Ooh, isn't that pretty?"
Ooh, isn't that pretty?
Yeah, then you sort of look concerned and say, "Seems a shame to eat it."
Seems a shame to eat it.
Then you kind of think it over and you say, "Heck, that's what Easter eggs are for."
Heck, that's what Easter eggs are for.
Yeah. Then you sort of peel the colored shell off, and if you're a real Easter egg expert, you keep it all in one piece.
I'm an expert. I'm an expert.
Alright, you're an expert at peeling. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good. But the queen walks in and scares Sunny out, and wants a law saying that all eggs should be illegal and that the Easter Bunny is forbidden to walk into town ever again.
You must pass a new law immediately. All eggs are illegal, and Easter eggs are expressly forbidden.
You just love making children cry and ruining fun, don't you? You know, we have a name for your kind of people, but we're not going to say that because this is a children-friendly show. So Sonny, overhearing that beans should be the only thing allowed in town, he decides to make colored beans, which, you automatically guessed it, is how jelly beans were created.
Delicious!
Delicious. Delicorous.
So we then get a montage of everybody making colored Easter eggs, and then we get a scene with everybody walking up the mountain again until they run into Gadzook, who, you guessed it, threw all the eggs. What a damper on things.
Oh, no!
So on their walk back to Kidville, Sonny notices that everyone's having fun finding the eggs, which he thinks is a better thing to do instead of peeling the eggs and eating them.
The kids are having so much fun looking for the eggs. I think that from here on in, I'll always hide them.
The next day, everybody goes up onto the mountain and is this time expecting Gadzook. Guess they want their fun to be ruined again. You know, it seems to be a recurring thing in this film. Fun seems to be ruined. But this time, instead of a bad thing happening, a good thing happens as everybody presents Gadzook with a present. Clothing! Because he's naked.
For me?
Now you can be all pretty for Easter, honey bear.
He starts crying and saying this is the best gift that he's ever gotten. But he thought that everybody hated him, which leads into a song on how everybody loves him.
What's this? More Easter eggs. Sound the alarm. Get the children and that rabbit.
What's with all the close-ups? That doesn't make you meaner. Guards acting and sounding like kids. Isn't that fun? So everybody in town is upset that Sonny's leaving, but Sonny promises to come back next year with more fun things. And then we kind of move into the next year? So is this year 3 that we're on? Because I mean, it kind of seems that time is moving fast, so
And when he set out again on Easter morning, Sonny had to take a whole safari with him to carry all the eggs and jelly beans and Easter outfits and secret weapons. Secret weapons, secret weapons, secret weapons.
What kind of secret weapons are we talking about? You do have to remember, you have little children watching this. But with Sonny realizing that guards will probably come after him, he has a backup plan and decides to roll the eggs, which is his secret plan. And the eggs stop the guards. But the guards still go after him, so Sonny decides to jump into a bag. And then when he's brought into town, he's revealed that he's escaped and replaced himself with a chocolate bunny. He's a magician. Or a wizard. Or a witch. It's witchcraft! That's what the Easter Bunny is. He has witchcraft powers.
Off with his head! Yes! Here, give me a foot.
So he comes back into town and everybody's happy to see him. And the king gives him authority to come in whenever he likes, but the queen disagrees.
I give you carte blanche. Do anything you wish. For the Easter Bunny must not come to town next year.
I think it's safe to say that I think this queen hates everything. I mean, if you couldn't already tell. So on their next trip, Gadzook helps him out, but the guards make him trip, and he ends up breaking his toe. Wait, that's his toe? That's a big toe. Why not just say he broke his leg, or foot, or anything besides a toe?
But what'll we do? How will I get all that stuff to town?
Say, I got an idea.
So not knowing what to do, Hallelujah suggests that he will build a railroad, and he gets help from hobos. Because, you know, hobos. And then we go, oh god, a song.
Buzzing up beat, where the lemonade springs and a bluebird sings in the big rock candy mountain.
That's not lemonade. So in order to travel on these tracks, they need a train, which leads us into Thomas the Tank Engine world.
Why, I'm the 20th Century Limited.
And I'm the super duper chief.
And I deliver coal to Newcastle.
Don't bother us, little bunny.
Wow, tough crowd. After all the trains disagree to help them, they then run into a dirty, crusty old Chugs. And
I'm sitting in the station.
come on! What? No! You can't do that. No. You're not Disney. You don't go into a song every minute. You have breaks. I think there at least should be a time limit to how many songs you can have. You can't have one in every minute. You know, make it every 10 or 5 minutes that you have a song, not every minute. So Sonny gives Chugs a job to bring him and all of his friends into town to deliver Easter stuff. The Queen notices that they're on a train, and she makes the guards play dirty.
Do anything you can to stop it. Play dirty.
Oh, God.
Think you can manage it?
Sure is hard. Sure is hard. Sure is hard.
That's what she said.
Oh
my God, another song! I'm not even gonna comment anymore. I'm not. I'm just done with the songs in this. No. So when Chugs makes it, the Queen decides to put butter on the rails. So this way Chugs will slip. You know, that doesn't really look like slipping. It more looks like stuck. I don't think you put butter down. I think you put glue down.
We're slipping. Need traction. These'll do. Squash the jelly bean.
But Hallelujah knows how to fix the problem and puts jelly beans down. And that makes Chugs go on. So remember, kids, if you're stuck in butter, put jelly beans down and you'll be unstuck. It worked in the movie. There's no reason to not work in real life.
What do we do now?
Get lots of salt
Salt? For what?
for all them nummy Easter eggs we're gonna get to eat.
Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's with the cutting for the running scene? Why can't you just show a constant circle run or whatever? Are you that lazy? So Chugs makes it to town, and everybody in town is happy to see the Easter Bunny and all of his friends. As for the king, instead of banishing her aunt for all the bad things she's done to try to stop the Easter Bunny and to town itself, he forgives her and gives her a flower, which, coincidentally, is named after her, a lily. Aww. Could have been a better explanation of why it's called a lily, but alright. Oh, and then we get a reprised verse of the opening song, and look, SD is there. But we were told that he was a child at this point, so alright. And that was The Easter Bunny is Coming to Town. Could have been better, you know. It's, like I said, I have mixed feelings about it, so we're gonna go ahead and say it's an okay film-ish. It's not a bad Easter film or television special in this matter, and kids might like it, but it just has a lot of things wrong with it. Give or take, the kids might not realize it, but as you get older, you will realize that some things aren't right with this special. Some of the stuff doesn't make sense, but I guess that's the price you gotta pay as you grow up. You start to see things differently. Not everything's gonna be children-friendly when you watch it. But that's enough of what I think. Now I want to hear what you guys have to think. Have you ever heard of this special? Do you ever watch this special? Do you think I probably should have reviewed Peter Cottontail instead of this? Do you agree or disagree with anything I said in this video? Tell me in the comments, and also leave me your suggestions for whatever movie, television show, or random thing you want me to talk about next. Thanks for watching The Wild Review. I'm The Wild Reviewer, and you just saw me review a thing.